to me and his channel.
What's up, it's your boy LOE Visuals. I'm back with another video. How y'all day going? Hope y'all vibing, y'all chilling, y'all enjoying y'all day on a productive day. We back at it. Before I start, make sure y'all smash the like button. Get this video to 50 likes for me right now. Hit that like button, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe. Oh, my bad. Hit that subscribe button. We like 29 subs away. Shout out to y'all. Love you guys so much. So hit that sub button right now. But let's talk about it. So, Jared Anderson, 17-1 now, loses to Martin Bakole. And a lot of boxing media have dropped articles about Jared Anderson career being over. And I want to chime in. I don't think his career is over. It's one loss. In my opinion, I just can't say a guy's done after one, because it's one loss. I always been an advocate of that on my channel. I'm trying to get boxing away from, if you lose, your career is over with. You will never hear me say, oh yeah, he's done after one loss. No, it's just one loss. He's always got room to get better. These guys can get better. It's part of life. You can get better at something. But the thing I didn't like from Jared Anderson was beforehand. Jared Anderson seemed like he wasn't dedicated to boxing and he was just boxing for the money. And that's never good. You know, he was like, I'm not going to be in boxing long. I'm just here for the chicks. And he did do that interview. And I kind of knew, like, oh yeah, one day that's probably going to bite him back, and it did. Because you got to be dedicated, especially if you're in the hurt business. If you don't want to do this, you need to not do it. If you're going to do it 100%, because it's dangerous. And we see what happened when guys 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You strictly doing it for the money. And Jared Anderson really was too young to kind of have it. You only 24? That's very young, in my opinion. You still have a long career. So I don't want to say his career is over with, but when he was saying stuff like that, I was getting a bad feeling about him. And I like Jared Anderson. I think it's just one loss. It's heavyweight. You can get caught by a guy with power at heavyweight. These guys are 250 and plus. These guys are big guys. One shot can hurt you. But as far as in that fight, I thought when he got caught, I thought Jared Anderson should have boxed more in that first round. He really didn't have to engage. I think he could have, moved around, put some movement. And I did like him, even though I didn't think he did enough of it. He was going to that body. He was going to Martin Bacole's body, and that was really starting to cause problems. And if he could have stretched that fight longer and made Martin Bakole work as far as his movement and going after his body, he could have actually got Martin Bakole out of him. But he didn't. It happens. Martin Bakole, with that win over Jared Anderson, kind of, boosts him up to right where Jared Anderson wanted to be. One fight. But is Jared Anderson done? No, he's not done. I'm not going to sit here and say the guy's through. He got stopped. He got his lights put out. It happens. A guy can't get stopped in boxing. Now, do I want to see him actually devote himself to boxing because he has a long career ahead of him? And if he thinks he's made money, he hasn't made any money to survive for the rest of his life. He'll be broke if he think he can just, call it quits and not box. So he needs to actually devote himself in the ring and ask himself, do he really wants to be a world champion? Because he has a kid now, and he pretty sure he wants to take care of his kid. So that's what he needs to ask himself. I think he's very talented, though. I think he can become a world champion. It's just one loss. I'm never saying one loss deters a guy from winning the world championship. No. I do think he can compete with the Jarrell Millers and the Andy Ruizes of the world. That's no disrespect. Martin Bakole just was a very strong guy, and I don't think Jared Anderson actually took this fight very serious enough, in my opinion. Now, Martin Bakole, he sets himself up for potential Joseph Parker's fights, Daniel Dubois fights, and his only loss was to Michael Hunter. I'm pretty sure he wants that rematch. He called Michael Hunter in the ring. So, but if I'm Martin Bakole, I'm not chasing after Michael Hunter. I don't need Michael Hunter. The win I just got was a great win on a big card. I can go get Joseph Parker, make more money. I can go fight Daniel Dubois, make more money. That was just, bad business by Martin Bakole. I don't think he should have called Michael Hunter in the ring unless he really wants to avenge that loss. But what if you lose again to Michael Hunter? Now that's bad. So I think you should capitalize on your win and get a Joseph Parker and one of those. And it's gonna be hard for those guys for Martin to get some of those guys in the ring. With that type of power he has, I'm pretty sure nobody's just gonna be jumping to get in the ring with him. But I think Joseph Parker's a great fight for him. Daniel Dubois, something like that. In my opinion, he actually, he was a very live dog, in my opinion. He was a big underdog, but he was a live dog. He was big, he was very tall, he was taller than Anderson. He weighed more than Anderson, you could see. And he was very powerful in that ring. But, in my opinion, and he was older guy. Man strength, he was. Now, Jared Anderson, I think we should just not jump the gun and say, oh, he's done. He's not done. That man's 24 years old. He has a lot to learn and a lot to add to his game. We haven't seen the best Jared Anderson, in my opinion. I think that kid can get better. And it's up to him because he has the skills. The guy can box. It's just on him to actually want to devote himself to boxing. But for me to say, be one of those, casual media and say his career is over with, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to just say Jared Anderson is done because I don't think he's done. It was just a tough loss, tough night. And you had bad nights at the office. And it's a heavyweight fight. You can get hurt by a heavyweight. It's possible. Those guys are 230 plus throwing punches, 240, 250 plus throwing punches at each other. A guy can get hurt. It's very possible. So I'm not going to just sit here and hate on Jared Anderson. I think he can bounce back. He's very young, 17-1, 15 KOs. He's one loss. He could have ducked Martin Bakole, if we're being honest. Shout out to him for not ducking Martin Bakole. Because he could have told, the Turkey Allah Sheik, nah, I don't want to fight him. But he said yes. So respect to him. So I'm not going to get on here and say, yeah, he's done, he's tired, he's washed up. I just think it's very casual. And that's not going to progress the sport in the way you want the sport to grow. We just get out here and grill a guy for losing one time. Especially when you fighting the higher echelon, you lose. I'm still going to watch you. I always said that on my channel. I'm not doing that. I'm not one of those guys that, oh, you one fight, you're trash, you're a bum, you're a tomato can. I'm not doing that, gang. We don't do that on my channel. No disrespect to those other channels, but we don't do that. But let me know what you guys think about the fight. Do you guys think Jared Anderson can bounce back? How do you guys feel about Martin Bakole and his power? What do you guys want to see? What's next for Martin Bakole, in my opinion? But let me know what you guys think. Make sure y'all smash the like button. Get this video to like 50, 25 likes for me. Hit that sub button. I love you guys so much, so much, so much, so much, so much. I'm out.